In January of 2015, I was able to interview local author and high school English teacher Mr. Joe Stevens at one of his early book signings about his new book, Harsh Prey. What follows is the unedited interview. Alright, so first, your name so that I can get it on tape.
My name is Joe Stevens.
And you're a teacher and an author.
Yes, I teach at Parkersburg High School.
So what made you want to write this book?
Wow. I've wanted to just write, since I can remember thinking about what I wanted to do for a living. It was either be a teacher or a writer. And this particular book came from my love of this type of book. My literary hero is a man named Robert B. Parker. And I liked his books, but I felt like they were kind of strong. And so I wanted to write in the same genre, but something that was a little more family friendly.
So how long have you been working on this book?
Off and on since I was in college. But seriously, I started it about a year before I started trying to shop it. I mean, it was beginning to final draft in about a year.
So what was the inspiration behind some of the things in this book?
Well, it's extremely semi-autobiographical in that the main character, Harry Shalan, is not based on me, but has the same kind of philosophy of life that I do. And I joke that he's me if I were bigger and taller and smarter and faster. But it's just basically a soft-boiled detective story that, and a lot of the characters come from folks I know to one degree or another.
So you mentioned you're a teacher. How long have you been teaching?
I've been at PHS. This is my 18th year. Before that, I worked in a church, and then before that, I worked for 2 years in a different school system. So
why did you pick English as a career in teaching?
Well, English was what I was good at. It was essential. I wasn't going to teach math. The main thing is that I picked teaching because I just wanted to make a difference in young people's lives, and English was just kind of where I had my strengths. I've always been a voracious reader, and I've always loved to write, so it just fit.
So while you were writing this book, how easy or difficult was it to balance your teaching and your writing?
It was challenging at times, but for the most part, it worked out really well because a lot of the writing that I got done was while, frankly, I had a student teacher who took a lot of the pressure off of me in terms of time, and then I also taught, also wrote during the summers. So it's a lot easier, I think, for teachers than it would be for people in other professions.
So what motivated you to finish this book?
To finish it? There was a young lady who was a student of mine. Her name was Anne Marie Hamill. I call her Annie. Chad, you've been in my room. There's a little sculpture with her name on it. That came from her. And when she found out that I was a writer and that I hadn't finished this book, she bugged me about it for the entire school year until I finally said, okay, I'll finish it. And so that was the thing that spurred me to the end.
All right, so a little bit about the book. It's called Harsh Prey.
Harsh Prey.
Where can someone buy it?
You can buy it online from most online booksellers, Amazon, Books A Million, Borders, those kinds of places. You can buy it directly from me. You can also, there's a used bookstore on South Side, J&M's used books, where you can buy it. And by the way, on Amazon, you can buy it either as a paperback like this, or you can buy it as a Kindle book.
All right, and the name of the book one more time?
Harsh Prey.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.